So in this tutorial, we shall be talking about attributes. Attributes has additional information. Add additional information to elements. That is, element that live inside another element, but serve as a messenger to that particular element. What do I mean by element is tag. For instance, A is a tag that is used. But href inside that A tag is an attribute. An attribute is just like a messenger to king. It's working as a messenger. Href is working as a messenger to a tag. Attribute cannot work on its own. It's a messenger is working. It will be working for a particular tag. Just like we have it here, we also have in different tags. We have img2. src is also an attribute. Alt is an attribute. And so on and so forth. So there are some that I've written here that I'll just paste them and I'll explain. I'll paste them and I'll explain them. So I'll be doing. So this is it here. A tag is a tag on it, is a tag which you call anchor tag, but href is an attribute working for a tag. This, as we all know, is an anchor tag, is a link tag that we use on our Facebook to navigate our page. So that is that. But this href is inside it. You are going to provide that URL link. You are going to work, still working for anchor tag. Cannot work on its own. Same thing applies to img, which is picture. src is an attribute to img tag. It's an attribute. It's a messenger to img tag. That is, it's inside it. We are going to provide the picture link inside it too. We also have width. Width is also an attribute to, will serve as an attribute to image. So here too we have width here, still working for img. It's still working for image tag. We also have height, that also measuring the vertical size of that image. Still working for img, and the same thing we also have alt. This alt is also an attribute working for img, in that it helps the trafficker to understand that if we could not find this image, this one here, we are going to just write text that will represent that image, so that once the trafficker visits that website, they will understand. That means right. The picture is a musician. The pic is a musician. The pic is a musician. If I run it this way, and I run it this way, as you can see, there's picture here. But suppose there's no picture, or maybe we will not get that picture. Okay, let me spoil this. Let me spoil one of these. Right there. It has been spoiled, not recognized again. You can see that the picture is a musician. So what this implies is that if you could not find the picture to place on it, using the alt to help that img tag to at least to tell exactly what it means. So once the trafficker visits that website, they will understand that okay, the person that picture that is expected to be here should be the picture of a musician. So that is what that means. The same thing applies to input. We have thousands of attributes, and every tag can have attributes. Every tag can have attributes. Using this studio, you don't need to write href because it will come along. Once you type anchor tag, href will come along it. Using VS Code, once you type img, src will follow it, alt will follow it. Using this studio, input, once you type it, you will see you can input place, order, can input size, so on and so forth. So that is that. All this one, placeholder is also working for input tag. Placeholder cannot work on its own. It's working for input tag. Size is also working for input tag. Placeholder helps those people that, the people that will input their data on website, telling them this and that, this is exactly what you are expected to write inside this input tag. So, and immediately you start writing, enter your name will disappear. It will disappear. The same thing you have H2, title. All the tag can have attributes. This title now, you can input it inside your H tag, you can input it inside your P tag, or any tag. It will surely work, whatever this one. We call this one tooltip. If I run it this way, if I run it, oh, as you can see, if I mouse over this, you will see the tooltip coming. Oh yes, my code is read. Oh yes, as you can see, we call that tooltip in HTML. So those are the things. Those are some of the attributes. Remember, attribute is a messenger to a tag. It's working for a tag. It's working for a tag. That is the work of attributes. Attribute work for a tag. It's a messenger to a tag. So I will see you guys in the next tutorial.